Hey everybody, it's McKinley from Making Math Magicians. I wanted to show you some tools today that you can use to support your students in the strand of numbers and operations. Specifically right now, we're going to take a look at some fraction tools that you can bring into your classroom. The first one is this fraction number line, which you can find over here at mathisfun.com. On this fraction line, you will see that as I pull the gray bar, I will start to identify equivalent fractions. So this is really helpful if I am trying to solve for some equivalent fractions. For example, at 1/4, I can look down the 1/4 bar and see that 1/4 is equivalent to 2/8. It's also equivalent to 3/12 and 4/16. I can also mark a point on my number line by simply clicking on that number line. So at 11/16, I may be asked a question, for example, is 3/5 greater than 11/16? Well, I can mark 11/16 and then I can pull my number line over to 3/5, and there I can make a comparison and say, gosh, well, 11/16 is closer to 1 than 3/5 is, and so therefore 11/16 is greater than 3/5. Okay. There's some other pretty awesome stuff that you can do here with this number line. I'm going to let you check that out on your own time. There are some directions and suggestions down here at the bottom of the page. So when you're there, make sure that you check that out. Again, that's over at mathisfun.com. That's their fraction number line. The next piece that I wanted to show you is this fraction decimal grid. And first, we're going to take a look at adding and subtracting fractions or decimals. Now, for my decimals, I would want to have my grid set at the hundredths. For fractions, I can choose any of these sized fractions. So I could choose to have it displayed in thirds. Okay. And I want to model the problem 2/3 plus 2/3. Now, to add those together, I'm going to take a third from this side and I'm going to put it up here because I'm adding them. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this one out that I bring over here. So I have traded this third and placed it here in this third place. Now I see that I've got one whole, 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 equals 1 whole. And over here, I'm left. I still see 2 blue though. And some of you might think, gosh, McKinley, that's kind of confusing. Well, just because we marked it with an X while we were moving it doesn't mean that we can't go back now and white that out. But using the X helps me keep track until I know for sure that I've done what I needed to do. So 2/3 plus 2/3 equals 1, 2, 3, 4 thirds. However, I notice that my thirds over here have completely filled my hole. So that means I'm going to change my improper fraction into a mixed number. So I'm going to have my answer as 1 1/3. The next thing that I want to take you over here to check out is PBS Learning Media. Now, PBS has got some great resources if you are thinking about flipping your classroom. In this particular section, we've got some videos and then an interactive game where the kids get to answer questions and get immediate feedback onto whether or not they have solved the problem correctly. So definitely check that out. And I will be back with some more numbers and operations resources for you soon. Have a great day.